Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Woo! We are back. We are back. We are back. You can see the excitement gleaming off of your screen because we are super excited to have our girl Nichole back.
Yay!
Gotta miss that awesome face and her awesome energy. It's so good to see your face, Nichole.
Oh, it's always good seeing you guys too. I missed you guys a lot, so I'm ready.
Oh, we're getting comments already. I don't know who Facebook user is, but welcome.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're super excited. You already know we have a great show lined up for you. Get in here. Please share it. We want everybody to know that we're going live. We're back. We're back. We're back. Ladies Takeover. Let's go. Let's go. We got all the family joining.
Welcome,
Everybody, we're trying to make sure my dogs are even excited as you can hear them barking in the background.
I got animals in my house too. So it's like, oh, that's right. We all have animals. So it's great. You're going to hear at random on the ladies show.
Yes. The animal show. The animal show. We love it. We love it. So we are super excited that you guys decided to join us today. We're going to get the show started. This is Ladies Takeover. Let's talk football. We are super excited. Let's go. Let's go. We want you guys to enjoy this show. We got beautiful hosts. Who do I have right next to me?
Hey, it's Delilah. I'm back. Woo! I'm on this show with all these lovely ladies. I'm so happy to have the women's show back. It's so exciting. I'm happy to be here with Janae and Nichole. Awesome. And we represent different teams. All NFC teams, but still 3 different teams. It's okay.
Yes.
Yes.
It's all right. NFC family.
It's okay, though. Still, we're repping, right? And Nichole joining us from Canada. So, see, we're going global. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're a global show.
True.
Let's go. And since you already introduced it, who do we have at the bottom? Who do we have?
Hi there. My name is Nichole. And folks, you're going to be in strap your seats down because even the seats can take off because we got this show that's going to take off. So yeah, I'm here for only the limited football season, and we got to take life and give us footballeth, we will taketh and giveth to youeth. I'm happy.
Yes. I freaking love her. She is back, ladies and gentlemen. She is back. I freaking love her. Okay, so we got to get on with our first topic, and we hope you guys enjoy it. But we have drama. Always some drama. Always some drama.
Woo, let's go.
Ooh, ladies, we got to talk about some drama. Yes, Nichole. The drama of this week was insane. Ooh.
Yes. The drama this week has been insane. Trust me. We have some stuff that is getting ready to blow your mind, and we hope that you guys chime in because this is what this segment's all about the drama going on in the NFL. And why not get the biggest elephant in the room that happened today? Trayvon Diggs is out for the rest of the season when the NFL and everybody else has basically crowned the Dallas Cowboys defense as a great top-tier defense, and you lose such a powerhouse. Now, guys, I don't know about you. I know I'm a fan. I am truly devastated about it, but I and I'm hoping him, I'm wishing him well because it's a season-ending injury sucks. But I will say that we definitely have a lot of players. I think it's going to have to be a step-up situation because it's definitely a big loss. What you guys thinking?
Yeah, I mean, I hate to see injuries. I know that a lot of memes came out of the most infamous injury that happened earlier in the season, but I still don't like to see injuries. I'm really sorry to see that happen. I hope it's not as bad as they're saying. I know they're still waiting on official diagnoses or whatever. So I'm hoping for the best. You know, people are getting laid out. You know, Saquon again, like. But I honestly, I'm really sorry. Like honestly, it's bad. I hopefully, you know, praying for some healing up his way. I hope it's not as bad as what it looked like. And I hope he heals up and can get back into that defense. Because you're right, he's a big piece of it. You know, he always outplays his brother, which I always think is funny. Right? Like that's always been the joke between the brothers. Always picking him off.
Literally. So it's like that. So it's just a sad situation. Nichole, what you think?
I mean, I kind of felt for this one because I myself actually, when I was 16, had an ACL replacement and stuff. So, yeah, that recovery and that road is just definitely, but he has the drive, honestly, to stay on top of it and that pathway, uh, you know, ah, it just sucks.
Yeah.
Injuries do suck, especially. I was talking about Diggs today at work, and they're like, he's like one of the top, and it's just a bummer that.
Yeah.
But like I said, he can come back, but with safe healing and yeah, he'll be on the sidelines. Trust me for sure. Giving those guys the energy they need still.
Yes, absolutely. I totally agree. But with this situation, we are finding it now that there are more injuries coming up, which is crazy because now we have a Nick Chubb who is out. I don't know if you guys saw that he got injured. Saquon Barkley. How do you think that the teams will sustain without these dynamic players? Do you feel like Dallas and Cleveland and Jesus, Cleveland and now that I think about it, I think Saquon Barkley only has a few games that he's going to be out.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, how do you feel about these major players?
I mean, with now with Cleveland, at least they acted fast and they brought back a familiar face, right? Kadeem Hunt.
Yes.
Like they acted really quickly. I think very smart. He knows their system. He's not Nick Chubb, but he'll get some runs for them, right? So I thought that was very smart of them, is to get a guy they already know they can run the ball and then knows their system, right? And so I think that was smart. I think that's what we're gonna see. Like I think we're gonna see people step up in Dallas because if they are that defense that we saw, the next man up, right? And I think if someone could hold the line to step in, hopefully they've been learning from Trayvon. You know what I mean? That could just be the one that steps up and takes over that role. Same thing with Saquon. Like they should be used to it. And I the only reason is because he's always, I feel so bad because something always happens that like just, thankfully it's not season ending, but he's still out, for a few weeks, and so. He's still gonna be he's a big piece we know of their offense. Like there's that's just who that is. And so hopefully Giants have a game plan for that, for someone else that could be as dynamic as Saquon. So
absolutely. What do you think, Nichole? Any of these teams gonna fail?
You guys would know those guys better than me, but what I can tell you from my point of view is that this is where those what do you call it? Those agents or the people that get that team together to see how well balanced the team can do and carry that person forward. So, and I know no one can fill those kinds of holes, but for a temporary, put in but this is where you're going to have to be balanced. This is where
absolutely
comes to play out.
Next man up. Absolutely. I totally agree. All right, ladies, we talked about the injuries. Now we got to talk about disappointments. It looks like the Chicago Bears have invested a lot of time and money and energy into a quarterback and made sure that he was a top draft pick. And I'm sorry, Delilah, that this had to be on the drama segment, but they're talking about it all over. What do you guys think? Like, what do you guys think? Is this a lost cause?
Well, I already mentioned this Tuesday, so we'll hear from Nichole because my outlook on that was very balanced and nuanced because I looked at it analytically, even though it was hurting me, but I did look at it multifaceted. because I know what the issues are. And yes, I'm not saying that he's not the problem, but I also know coaching is the problem. I know that they obviously, how do you regress? Because he was dynamic last year, right? And so that doesn't make sense to me. That's where I feel like 100% he should take accountability for just how bad he's been playing the first couple of weeks. But he wasn't playing like that last season. So what's the difference? You know what I mean? So I feel like there's a missing piece, because how do you regress so much, right? Like how do you run into a sack? How do you, like, you were running the ball when you couldn't find someone to pass? You know what I mean? So I just feel like something is wrong with the coaching. I don't like Lugetzky. His calls are atrocious. Why do you call for multiple screens when you're way in your own territory, right? In a 5 or 10 yard line? Like, how do you do that? And so I don't trust any of the coaching right now. Like, I really don't. On top of just Justin, right? It's like, so I wish I could put it up on his feet. But I think that something's going on there, because how do you not develop that and at least have him pass? I mean, look at Garoppolo. I mean, I know he got one interception, but he's still passing the ball. You see what I mean? Look at Derek Carr. You see, so I'm looking at serviceable quarterbacks, right? You're trying to tell me you can't get him to that level. That's what I mean. Like, so I feel like there's a disconnect. It still sucks. I'm super mad. Like, I'm mad at the defense. I'm mad at the coach that who knows what happened. Like, all these rumors were swirling. And then this morning, Ryan Poles is like, everything is fine kind of mentality. I'm like, excuse me, sir? Everything's not fine. He had the most calm, collected. I get it. He's trying to show that. He's like, no one's panicking. I'm like, how are you not panicking? You're 0-2, and the next team you're playing is the Super Bowl champion Chiefs. You know, like, so that's possibly 0-3. You know, and so I'm super like upset. I just need to see something change. Like, his super calm demeanor completely like aggravated me more about all of this.
Absolutely, I understand. Hey, but I gotta kick it to you, Nichole. Listen, I don't know if you heard about this, but I'm so sorry, Delilah, but they got raided. They got raided by the FBI. It looks like the defensive coordinator has resigned. And like Delilah said, if you didn't know, they're acting like it's like, oh, you know, tomorrow goes on. And it's like, no, we really want to know about what happened today. Like, this is pretty crazy. Nichole, why do you feel about it? I mean, what do you feel about this drama that's going on with the Bears and FBI raiding their stadium?
Jeez, that stadium's going to have a, I don't know about this stadium, so there's the fields, and then there's the stadium. The field is in the stadium. I don't know. I know that Justin Fields. It's hard starting to walk back. It was hard going at with the losing, you know, right in the beginning and get go. But honestly, Derek Carr even got rained at from his fans for winning, but still doing an interception. So, like, it's hard out there for those quarterbacks. So, like, I got to give it out to Justin Fields. Like,
absolutely,
you know. And then this raid on top of it, I don't know about. I had no idea, but now I'm looking at it, and like, they could just walk in there unless it's like, this is like they could add this in their resume of the stadium, maybe, you know what I mean? I don't know.
First stadium to get raided. First stadium get raided. It's crazy.
Because we are a sports show. I have to put it out there that everyone's denying of any raid, because we are a sports show to the Pack podcast.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But everyone is saying no. Like, lawyers for Allen came out and said that never happened. The lawyers and everybody, which they always do. But I just want to put that caveat out there as a football show that everyone is denying.
Don't come for us. Don't come for us.
Yes. I just seeing now that there's rumors of an FBI and rumors, it says so. Oh boy.
Yes,
so yeah,
rumors,
that's why I want to put that out there in our humble football show.
Yes.
Happened.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. But guys, what can you do? There's always going to be stuff that happens, but geez, we still want to know more about the situation, and I know it'll all come out eventually. But it's just a tough break for the Bears. All right, my last piece of drama, everybody. we got to talk about Cam Akers going over to the Vikings. It looks like the Rams are sick and tired of Cam Akers, and they said, "Get the boot and get out of here." Now, I want to ask you guys, do you guys think this was a good decision? Do you think it'll work out good for the Vikings?
Well, I didn't really know about this one, to be honest with you, Janae.
It's brand new. So I don't even worry about it. It's just brand new.
It is brand new.
Does he work good with Kirk Cousins?
Yes, he's going with Kirk Cousins.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
It could be a good situation. Mm-hmm. I dig you, Nichole. It could be a good situation due to the fact that they do need a little running back help. So the Vikings are actually getting some good things out of it with Cam Akers, and Cam Akers can actually run. We know this. Mm-hmm. But what do you think, Delilah?
I think this is a great pickup by the Vikings. I'm not saying he's gonna lights out, but he's definitely can get some runs in. I think Mr. Kirk, Captain Kirk, is be happy to see this guy show up there. I agree with Sean, how he said they needed someone to fill in for Dalvin when he left. Although Dalvin ain't doing too great where he went, at least so far. Who knows? That could improve.
Yes.
Because sometimes you start off slow and then you take off. So that could change. But I agree. They did need to fill that spot. So I think that was a good, smart move by Vikings. Smart move by also because they get additional picks out of it, right? And so I think that it works for both of them. They could start kind of adding to, next few rounds, next few seasons, or use that, right? Use those picks to get someone else. You know what I mean? So I think it works for both. But I think it was a smart move, definitely, by Minnesota of going, listen, Cam is unhappy. And LA's like, I'm tired of this guy too, like you said. So
absolutely.
It might be a win-win for both of them.
Absolutely. I totally understand. All right. So for my last one, I want to talk about this because I saw it on the news this morning. It actually just got added this morning because it looks like fans believe that the Washington Stadium, the surrounding areas, are dangerous, when you're walking after the game and when it's dark outside or when it's, a risk. Do you feel like this could actually be a thing with these stadiums being in these areas where crime could happen? Do you think that people should make sure they're on guard while being at these games? Because it's looking like they did a poll that majority of the Washington fans don't feel safe. There was a murder that just took place. So it's seeming like, do people need to really worry about these things as they're in these stadiums and coming out?
I mean, for me, I'm more worried about the rivalry fans more so than the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Because I've seen, I don't know, that's what I've seen is more fights between fans in these neighborhoods than the neighborhood themselves. And a lot of people, I don't know about the LRT, we call it the LRT, the tram system. A lot of those, get taken and used during the game. There's not a lot of parking space for any kind of like theft like that. So, and you go in herds as well. You know what I mean? You see another person in another jersey while you're walking behind you. So I don't know. That's how I feel anyways.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. This is just an open topic. We're going to see. Because the thing is, I never felt like I was in danger at a game. But I also can't fault anybody for really being cautious after the game. What do you think about it, Delilah?
Yeah, for me, because I grew up in the city, so I'm always on alert. I guess, you know what I mean? Yeah. So for me, I don't care where I'm at, what neighborhood I'm in. I'm always alert just because I was raised to kind of be aware of your surroundings. And and just in general, it's like be aware. It doesn't mean it's gonna stop crime every time, obviously, but it's just kind of be aware of what's going on. Are you in a secluded area? Are you by yourself? Did you lose the crowd? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just certain things of like, where did you wind out? If you're not familiar, like if you're going to a game and you don't know the neighborhood, like, you know, that could be a problem too. So if you're going to games from out of town, go with people that you know maybe there. You know what I mean? Like, there's just precautions you could take. Because like, I'm from Chicago and everybody thinks we're shooting out every day. And it really isn't that, right? It's exacerbated.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm just saying, like, you just have to be self-aware of what's going on. And I don't know if you could really blame it on the neighborhoods per se, because you do have stadiums that are moving to the suburbs. And like Nichole says, fights break out, like she said, between rivalries.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I feel like, I feel like that could happen anywhere. Absolutely. And that drama can unfold. And really, as a human being, you should maybe be more street smart and kind of vigilant about what's going on around you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We see you guys have comments. We're definitely going to get to them, I promise. Very true, Nichole. Opposing fans bring the drama, and sometimes in our yeah, absolutely. I mean, it could go down either way. Uncle Sam Trainer always has me on the watch. That's what I'm talking about. You got to be on the watch at all times. Nah, most of y'all got to worry about FedEx and some 40-year-old dude trying to sell his rap mixtape out of his trunk. Yo, that does happen as well. I bought a couple. All right, so we got to move on. Delilah, what do we have next on the calendar?
All right. We are going to make our predictions. What's the score right now? Because we're doing a show, so we have no idea what's going on with
what the
Giants.
Score is of the game.
What we got going on?
What's the game? Anybody watching? Because we definitely want to know. We don't want to cheat because we got to give our predictions, but we don't want to actually say, you know, we don't want to give anything away. Oh, it looks like it's San Francisco 3, New York 0. So,
all right, thank you.
Still low. We're still low. It's a minute and 8 minutes and 44 seconds in the first quarter. So we are not cheating. We could pick who we would like. Delilah, who do you think is going to get for this first game?
San Francisco.
All right.
They're pretty.
There was no hesitation in your voice.
No, I mean, they're healthy in general for now, which we know is San Francisco. They seem to be cursed too, like the Jets. But you know, when it comes to injuries, you know, like and you know, but right now they got Kittle, who was questionable, but he's playing, and they got, you know, Mr. CMC, who's a stud. Like, that guy could do anything. Like, he could catch, he could run the ball, which was like a big article about that, of why he's the future of RB. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying, like, that's why, because he could move around a bit much, you know. So I'm going to give this to San Francisco. I say they're going to get this W. And they're playing at home. They're playing in San Francisco.
And they're playing at home. You are right about that. Hey, Nichole, what you thinking about this Giants San Francisco game?
I have a song in my head, and I was moving so much to it, it moved my car back and forth while I was at a stoplight, and it was San Francisco, where's your disco? So I'm going with San Francisco, where's your disco? With a 22-18.
Oh, okay, so close game.
You may give us a score.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love a close game. That's what I'm talking about. I am actually going to go for, no question, San Francisco. I think that they should win this game. The Giants have not done enough. They did have a nice comeback win last week that I did not expect, but they did come back. I think that San Francisco is just right now too good. There's the Nichole moment of the show. I love it. I love Nichole. We're so glad we have Nichole. San Francisco, where's your disco? It's going to be in my head all day tomorrow. Thanks a lot, Nichole. But I do think San Francisco is going to win this game. And I'm going to call, 24-14. So what you think, Delilah? What's the score? What you got?
I think only because I know they got blown out by your team, and I understand that. But I did see them kind of recover. And so I don't think it'll be a blowout, but I don't think it'll be as close as what Nichole said. I say San Francisco wins by a touchdown.
Okay. You hear it first, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it first. All right. So what we got next, Delilah?
I think we're
going to take a little break before we move on with our show.
All right.
And because he's watching, here we go.
I love it. Let's go. If you don't know, that's our man, Anthony. He is a part of our Let's Talk Football family. He loves his Atlanta Falcons. Them birds came back and made me lose all my money this past weekend. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but I lost money because of that game in particular. I bet on all the games that happened this Sunday, and that was the one loss out of all the games. I had one loss. Them Atlanta Falcons came back, but shout out to him. Shout out to our boy. Please tune in for his show. Man, when I tell you that guy's amazing, you have to tune in.
All right, here you go.
And I just freaking love it. That's why I love this man. He's a big guy. He's just a big, massive piece of magic. And I just freaking love him. Josh Allen is my hot player of the week. And we were just talking about Kelsey being hot. Josh Allen is hot in every way for me, too. I love him.
Hot player of the week. Hey, if you don't know, now you know. You need to tune in. You need to write your comments. Please let us know who your hot player of the week was. There were so many great players that shined, that showed us what they can do, but we have to pick one player. And so we'll have Nichole give us her hot player of the week.
Okay. Well, many of you guys know him from the Colts. And he is a tight end, and he was going like this and caressing a little new baby. And what was his new baby? His first career touchdown. That's right, I'm talking Kalen Granson. He does a newborn baby shoot with his first touchdown ball. So it was awesome even too, because they said that he was mic'd up as well for the game, and all you can hear him in the end zone is, if someone could find me the ball, that'd be cool. I'm happy. I love you, Mom. I love you, family. And yeah, I'm just super excited for him. It's been a little bit of a wait. He got picked up 4th round in 2021 of the draft. So it's been a while, and him going out like that and wanting that such for it's his first career touchdown, and it came from a 4-yard reception from the backup Minshew. So that was just absolutely amazing. I found that was really awesome. So, and he just, the little baby shoot, it was so awesome. That was my hot player.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. We love to hear about the new kids coming in, getting their first touchdown. That is a beautiful thing. Delilah, who is your hot player of last week?
All right. So I'm sorry about this, because I know like how y'all feel about Eagles players, but the only reason they won and beat back the Stampeding and almost took the lead and won Minnesota, because Kirk had like that's not who I'm picking, but Kirk had like an immaculate game. He had 4 touchdowns, it was wild. But because the Eagles somehow like still won after Vikings fumbled and had all this hot mess before he started scoring touchdowns, is because of first of all, Mr. Devontae Smith. I give that man a lot of credit. He caught a 63-yard, reception and took it into the end zone for a TD. Had 131 yards that game, which is 4 receptions. You know what I mean? So I can't hate on that. And then the next man, who has the best name ever, Mr. Swiftfoot, DeAndre Swift, because man was he swift. okay? Because he is who won the game. First, you had the touchdown, which kind of made sure, right, that kind of gave him a nice edge. But honestly, Swift came back when Vikings mounted that comeback and swiftly took it into the end zone.
I like that.
Sorry about all the puns. But
like
yeah, no, but that's honestly the second player who really did a great job. Had 175 yards rushing with a touchdown for 28 carries. And so between those two men is the reason why the Eagles won that game. So kudos to them. So those are my hot players last week.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Great players that are being shouted out. DeAndre got drafted from where? Oh, here he go. Here he goes, starting up already. All right, so my hot player of last week has to be to the one, the only Micah Parsons. When I tell you Micah Parsons was phenomenal. I don't even think you can get any better. When they showed the clips afterwards, like watching the game, you're like, wow, Micah is really eating. The defense was doing great. I don't know if you guys saw the game versus the Jets. The defense in general did a great job versus the Jets. But Micah Parsons in particular, I mean, you got to see the way he does his juke before he even breaks the line, how he just is so fast. Zach Wilson had no shot. He held them to 170 yards, and they literally scored one touchdown. I have to give it to my boy Micah Parsons. I just feel like he is trying to get to that MVP, and I know it doesn't really come to defensive players that often, but he is working his butt off to get there, man. And I just feel like he's on fire. So shout out to Micah Parsons. Hey, who do you guys think was your hot player of the week? There was plenty of players that popped up and showed up. It just was a great week to pick a player. So if you guys have one, please shout them out. We want to know who you think is your hot player. All right, so we do have a commercial that we are getting ready to do, and we hope that you guys come on back. Stay tuned. Just grab a drink. Take a little relaxer really quick and just chill, because we're coming back. Don't leave us. Yes. If you don't know, probably every day of the week, there's something going on in the Let's Talk Football family. We hope you enjoyed that commercial, because it has all of the beautiful shows that are currently running and that will come back and be back in the future. So please tune in. Make sure you're watching at least one or two of these shows. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. There's some fantastic shows on the Let's Talk Football Family Network, all right? So we got to move on to the next topic, one of my favorite topics. What do we have, Delilah?
All right, here we go.
I think it's really nice that someone like Hayden Hurst is coming out and being like, look, you're not alone. I'm a big, tough football player, and look at me. Like, I went through it too. Like, anybody can go through it. Doesn't matter how, like, if you're an athlete, if you're a man.
Yes, go. Let's go. Cars in the NFL. If you didn't know that this lady show is super special, because we like to do impactful segments that you guys will remember, things that should teach you about what's going on in the NFL, around the NFL, and different walks. So what do we have for our this week's Cause in the NFL?
All right, I'm bringing to you the Ertz Family Foundation. And if you don't know who the Ertz are, obviously you haven't paid attention to sports because it's not just the famous Philly player, right? Which is why we saw a comment earlier. You know, Ertz or Kittle, the tight ends, right? For both teams are playing today. But his wife obviously is a World Cup winner, and she just announced her, Miss Julie Ertz, announced her retirement from playing soccer. And she has won multiple World Cups with her team, also some Olympic gold medals too with her, the women's soccer team. So sad to see her go. So a family of champions, because he's a Super Bowl champ too. So you know what I mean? So we got family of champs. And they have a beautiful family. So hopefully, I don't know if they're gonna be, sometimes it's hard. Doesn't mean you're gonna be athletic, right? Because you have two super athletic parents. We'll see. Anyway. So Earth's Family Foundation, their mission is to empower others by sharing faith, learning through sports, and advancing education to build supportive communities. And they follow 3 pillars: youth sports, which is providing opportunities for youth to learn the value of exercise, nutrition, leadership, work ethic, accountability, and teamwork; education, improving the quality of education through supporting teachers, students, and schools; and family, restoring hope and building communities for families that need it most. So right now, the Earth's Family Foundation, they have a lot of things going on, but right now they're supporting the Grace and Peace Community Fellowship House of Hope project, because they do connect with numerous churches around the Philadelphia area, because they are a Christian family. This is their foundation leads through faith, which is why it's part of their mission. And so what they're doing is, it's the next step in their aligned vision to do God's work. This is in their statement. They believe that they're there to do God's work. We are striving to renovate the Grace and Peace Community Fellowship Building, a church sanctuary at its core, to offer infinite possibilities in numerous spaces to provide needed services and programs to those in the Hunting Park section of North Philadelphia. Through their connection with Pastor Rob Whitmore, the pastor of Grace and Peace Community Fellowship and executive director to Nichole Sports, we realize that the Earth Foundation's mission to provide a sustainable place of hope and refuge align perfectly with Pastor Rob's mission to serve the city. And so that's kind of what they do. They really support the area, that they are faith driven, and they do align with community churches in the area. And this is one area where they realized this church had a community center that was kind of falling apart. And so they decided to actually go and do something about it. I do have a really short clip, because as you know, last year I used to show really short clips so that you can learn a little bit more about the endeavors and causes that they're behind. But I thought this was something beautiful for the Philly area. So kudos to the Ertz family. And so let's hear a little bit more about what this does and for the community.
House of Hope, and it is the brainchild of Zach and Julie Ertz. Action News reporter Brianna Gallagher has a story now from Hunting Park.
3, 2, 1.
A project that's been 3 years in the making. Zach and Julie Ertz are working to help kids in the city.
We're excited about this place. It's going to be a place that gives out hope and joy, and people can come and have peace and learn.
I don't think you understand the impact that this building will have.
Once the doors open for good, the building will serve many purposes.
We kind of explained it as a one-stop shop for kids to be able to ask for help, a place where they can have mentorship.
The newly restored 3-story stone home on the 1300 block of West Hunting Park Ave is being called the House of Hope.
A place that kids can come after school. We had sports to go to after school from 3 to 7 o'clock at night. And so hopefully kids that maybe aren't in sports or just need a place to go are able to come here and just feel the love.
Endless possibilities where kids can come to eat, be tutored, mentored, play sports, and have access to Wi-Fi.
We can create programs, but if we don't love people, it's a waste of time. We want to love people in everything that we do. But you stepped into this building, so we call you family.
Thanks to the Ertz Family Foundation, Grace and Peace Community Fellowship, and several partnerships, this was all made possible.
We're trying to get kids into a place where they feel loved and accepted. That's what this building is going to be.
Although Zach and Julie Ertz aren't here full time anymore, their hearts are, and a key driver behind this project is their faith.
You see I would say the Bible verses all around this room and this building. And I think that's what it's all about. That's the key part of Julie and I.
The House of Hope is almost complete, with the doors set to open to the community early this summer.
Obviously, we want to help as many kids as possible. That's been the goal that we set out as a foundation. But at the same time, if we're able to impact just one kid, it means the world to us.
Reporting in Hunting Park, Brianna Gallagher for Action News at 10 on PHL 17.
Woo! That is awesome. That is awesome. Those kids are going to be so excited to have a place like that they can go and visit. Like, they don't have to, they're bored at home. Instead of getting into trouble or anything, they can go there. They can go to a positive, fun place where other kids are going to be. I mean, it's just such a beautiful thing that people actually care about, just even as building a house that kids can come and hang out, have fun with each other in a positive environment. That is a beautiful, beautiful story, man. And it, like I guess the pastor, he said it wouldn't have gotten done without them. The money that they gave was able to get this done. So just having a big heart like that, I know that there's kids all around that's going to appreciate it in the long run.
Thank you. Yeah, it was lovely. I love that he said the pastor has to lead with love, right? Because love has to lead. I love that they have their faith, the scripture, to give some encouragement to the kids as they come in. Beautiful.
I loved it.
Absolutely. I know. Oh, God, Nichole. Nichole, I was going to ask you what you thought about it.
I really do enjoy that. I mean, those kids are gonna feel the right kind of love, and know that there's a different kind of love. So, and that's important.
Yes, absolutely. They just want everybody to feel love. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing, man. What a beautiful, beautiful cause, man. That was a great one. That really felt really good. That segment always gets me. But you know what? It also gets me this next segment. Delilah, what else do we have?
All right, here we go.
It's all about women empowerment. I mean, it's one of the things that I talked about when bringing this topic into this group. I really respect women and their roles, and I think a woman's place can be in the NFL.
Absolutely, a women's place can be in the NFL. And we have a great one for you today. Nichole, what do we have for the women in the NFL?
Well, her name is Carly Lloyd. And I don't know if you may have known of her, but I'm going to tell you about her because she's a sick boss. So basically, she could have been one of the first females to play in the NFL. However, it didn't happen because she had to turn him down because she had a soccer game to go to. She's got a career already going. So I did want to highlight her because I know that we are still waiting on the first appearance for a woman player in the season for that to happen, but it was so close to happening, and I just wanted to tell the story about it. So Carly Lloyd is, if you haven't heard about her, she's on the USA Women's National Football or Soccer team, and she's won many Olympic gold. She's an Olympic gold medalist as well, 2-time FIFA Player of the Year, 2-time FIFA Women's World Cup champion, and 4-time Olympian. So, I mean, she's got physical capabilities to kick in the NFL. If you ever asked anyone, and you know who was thinking about it? Yeah, a lot of NFL teams. They were interested in having her as their kicker in 2019, and that all started basically. There was a viral video of her 55-yard goal from the joint training between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. And that just went viral. And a lot of NFL teams were looking. And there is, in the rule book, there is no thing saying that you can't be a woman to be in the NFL. So there was an opportunity where they were asking, and she declined the offer. she had a game with the U.S. women's national against Portugal, and that was her primary focus, was on soccer at the time, and that was it. She could have been the first ever female kicker in NFL history, but she's got
Wow.
she had other things to do, and she said maybe another time, or give another woman the step eventually to that. So I just thought it was really, really awesome, and a really good story still.
Absolutely. That was fantastic. That was fantastic. Look, I don't know. I saw the viral video. Did you guys see the viral video? She is a awesome kicker.
Oh, yeah.
She would have been a great kicker, because we have kickers right now that can't make 55 yards.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
It would have been an awesome sight to see, but they talked about her, oh my gosh, a lot. But shout out to her following her dreams, not necessarily going with what people would want you to do, or worrying about being the first woman kicker. She wanted to do what she wanted to do and go play soccer, and that was her love, and she's killing it. But that's freaking awesome. 2-time gold medalist. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Delilah, what you think?
I love Carly Lloyd. I like that she doesn't always go with the grain. Like, I appreciated her objectivity at our showing at the World Cup this year, right? We were defending champs, although no one's done it 3 times. I get it. That was going to be hard to follow. But still, I do appreciate that she gave a more honest critique of what needs to be done. And I agreed with her. It needs to be a changing of the guard, which is not why we're seeing the veterans kind of retiring and passing it on. You did have some hungry young players that they probably could have put together. So I love that Carly was honest. Like, hey, like, we didn't do great. And I always like her honest take. Like, she'd always go with the grain. And again, like Nichole said, the fact that I've seen the tape too, like, it's crazy how accurate she is. And the fact that she could have been kicking field goals. But instead, she's like, you know what? I'm going to go win some gold medals and some World Cups. And she did.
Yeah. Go girl.
I love it.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Look, there's kickers now that can't kick 20 yards. Yeah, look, what you're talking. You right about that. You are right about that. I know somebody will take a 55-yard kicker. Hey, I just think that is so beautiful. Shout out to you, Carly Lloyd. If you didn't know about her, go ahead and do a Google search, man. She's freaking awesome. She's done some amazing things. Please check her out. Nichole, that was absolutely awesome. Awesome. All right, so we got to move on to our next topic. What do we have, Delilah?
Well, we're actually coming to this one.
But you need to, like, not give up and just try your best to persevere through whatever you want to reach, right? Whatever goal, whether it's short goal, long goal, whatever, just perseverance is key. And I know it's hard.
That's it. Ladies have the final say. It's so sad when we have to leave each other, but I feel like we always leave each other on a good note. And it's always great when we get to say our final say. So, Delilah, what is your ladies have the final say?
I think I'm going to build off of what the pastor and what the Earth Foundation kind of started, which is hope and love. I think if we led with love and we had hope, we would have brighter spots, right? Like brighter days, or at least have a better outlook. Because I'm not saying, be like happy all the time, because that's not good either. But I mean, like, if you have some hope, even if it's a glimmer, because look at what they're doing. And I love what Nichole said, which is the right type of love. Yes. I adore that was your comment, because some people don't know what the right love is. They might not be getting that at home. They may not see it. And so the fact that they can go somewhere and see what positive love looks like, what positive love feels like, what hope feels like. Yes. And the fact that they call it House of Hope, that is just beautiful. Like that's what it's about, especially for these kids. Like I that's what I'm leading with. Lead with love, have hope. That's my final say.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Hope and love, baby. Hope and love. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, Nichole, What does your ladies have the final say?
Um, it's gonna be a little different, but
Give it to us.
I do find resonance with people's voices, and if you have loved ones, reach out to them in all forms of media. You may give them pictures, write them something, but also record some audio for them. Um, sometimes it can even be like a smell or a scent that brings you back to that person, and it can be just as enough as hearing their voice again. So yeah, I don't know. Record your voice because everyone's got a very beautiful voice that I'm sure people would love to listen to for their loved ones. So just enjoy that and write to them. And yeah, I don't know. Record yourself.
I love that. I love that little memories that you can keep. They're like little keepsakes. I freaking love that. Absolutely, do it. Write people, leave little voice notes, talk to people. Yes, absolutely. I think that is absolutely beautiful, Nichole. All right, so my ladies have the final say is that we have to take time for a break for ourselves. We always dedicate 100% to our jobs, 100% to our families, 100% to our friends, but we never do 100% for us, right? Because we allow ourselves, as natural human beings, we allow ourselves to be consumed with everybody else. And sometimes that can be hard, weighing in on everybody else's problems or taking in everybody else's things. That could be detrimental to us, because at the end of the day, we also have to remember that we are special too. We are special too. There's no way. It's so funny that we were talking about church, because this week at church, my pastor said the best thing ever. It's like, when we die, right? When we die, we all will go one day. The job that we do, we will be replaced. Like, they'll care about us for a little bit. They'll care about us. Don't get me wrong. But our position, our job will be replaced, right? We have to start thinking about ourselves as we are here in the present. What am I going to take time for myself? When am I going to get away and have a vacation? When am I going to spend time not thinking about the world and the world problems, but just be able to clear my mind from everything? We have to start doing that, because I'm noticing a lot when I'm going to these sad funerals, and it's so sad to see people pass. And the main story is, oh yeah, so-and-so was always there. Anytime I called them, they was always there. But what did that person do for themselves? What did that person take for themselves? Did you ever take any time for yourself? So my message to everybody, and including myself, you have to take time for yourself. There's no possible way that in life that you can keep all of that stuff that's bottled up in your head and keep moving. All you're doing is filling time with work, filling time with everybody else. Take some time for yourself. There's nothing wrong with it, because at the end of the day, you have to take care of yourself. One day we'll be gone. We have to remember that I want to live life to the fullest. I want to be as healthy as I can to the fullest. I want to be as lively as I can to the fullest. And the only way that you can do that is to take time for yourself. There's nothing wrong with it. But I think that is a great message in this season of 2023, as we're getting ready to wrap around on this fall season side, that we have to remember that our lives are precious too. We are precious too. Yes, everybody else matters. We're not saying they don't matter, but you matter. Your health, your mind matters. Take time for yourself. I promise you, I feel like you will feel so much better about situations. That's my ladies have the final say. That is mine.
I like it.
All right. We hope that you guys thoroughly enjoyed this show. It is such a blessing having these two ladies here on the show with me. It's just super exciting getting to see their faces. I did want to give you guys an update. It looks like the score is 3-3. It's 3-3, so it's still a low scoring game right now in the second quarter. So Giants are shocking the world right now in the second quarter. So we will see. I hope everybody tunes in But what you can count on for sure is that you will see us next Thursday. We will be back 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 7 o'clock Central Time in Canada. What time
6
frame are we
o'clock
on?
Mountain, right?
Any cock.
Love
6 for me.
We know
Yes.
that you guys will tune in. We have a fantastic Let's Talk Family. Let's Talk Family. Let's Talk Football Family. So we are excited that you guys are here with us. We are getting ready to leave, but we hope that you guys have a super fantastic week. And this weekend is going to be crazy. Week 3 of NFL football. Tune in and let us know who your hot player of the week was, because we're definitely going to be asking you next week. We will see you soon. Signing off from the Let's Talk Football family, the Delilah, Nichole, and Janae. We'll see you guys next week.
All